Hi, who am I here with today?
I'm Sarah from Beauty with Sarah May.
Okay, so I'm guessing you're a makeup artist, right?
I am.
Do you think you could do my makeup?
Oh yeah, let's do it, girl.
Okay, let's do it.
I specialize in bridal makeup primarily, but I do anywhere from photo shoots to boudoir shoots. I've done a little bit of runway in my past. I like to dabble.
And how long have you been a makeup artist for?
Since 2017 is when I got certified.
17. Why did you start?
It was honestly the last thing I saw myself doing. I was a tomboy growing up. I was not big into makeup, but I've always loved art. I've always loved to draw, and in my 20s I started playing more with makeup and just loved what you could create. And I just find the bridal industry specifically speaks to me just because it's beautiful. Like I could look up Pinterest all day, like wedding photos on Pinterest, and I don't even know these people.
Yeah.
And I love seeing the trends change and to be a part of it. I think it's really cool.
Okay, so you just wanted to tap into your creative side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How has makeup changed the way that you perceive things and the way that you work?
I find makeup, it's really empowering. Like to see someone's whole demeanor change after getting their makeup done. Like it's powerful. It's able to give someone a boost of confidence. Like it gives them the confidence to go to rock that photo shoot. They're doing a boudoir shoot or something that they are intimidated in their head by, but now they feel like ready to take on the world because of how they're able to show up to the world. So it's amazing how it could just impact somebody.
Yeah. Can you start a makeup business with no money?
You could start a makeup business with little money, but you need something because you need to make sure you have your hygiene practices in gear. So that means having brush sets. That means having clean equipment. That means also having a diverse shade range for your clients. I mean, we need to be able to work on everybody that sits in your chair. Like that's something that you have to be able to show up as, which means you have to invest in product. It doesn't mean you have to have the expensive Patrick Ta palette that just came out. Mm-hmm. It means that you have to show up with product that's going to suit the masses and be able to allow you to provide professional services and in a hygienic way.
Yeah, so how much money do you think, if I want to start a makeup business tomorrow, how much money do I need up front?
That's a great question.
Like an estimated range.
I think you're looking at a minimum $3,000 to $4,000 for your kit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my kit's probably $10,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so hey, it's cheaper than going to college.
So, did you ever go to school or college to start your makeup business?
I only did a certification program. So I did a 4-month certification program to really give me some background in hygiene and give me allow me to practice different techniques and different faces. And that gave me direction of like, okay, like the bridal industry spoke to me. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, no, I had no outside training.
How much did it cost to go to school for that?
$3,500.
$3,500. Mm-hmm. Do you think that was a good investment for you?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. It wasn't. Honestly, getting your hands on people's faces is the best way for you to grow as a makeup artist. Like, you're not going to learn or perfect a skill set in 4 months.
Yeah.
It was nice to have someone to be able to ask questions to and get advice, but the first couple years of my profession was the biggest difference. I saw the biggest difference in my my techniques of being able to grow and be able to work on all sorts of clientele. Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen in a few months, not from a certification program.
Sure. How many hours do you think you practiced on someone before you actually got really good?
I feel like I started hitting my stride in year 3.
Year 3?
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, did you ever think that you'll be able to do this?
No. People from school, my high school, they've popped on my Instagram before. They're like, "This is the last place I saw you, Sarah," because I was the girl in powder puff football. I took auto shop for my, in high school. Like this was not at all on my plans.
That's crazy. So, what do you think is the best piece of advice or lesson that you learned doing makeup?
Don't quit. Just keep at it. Anything that's worth it, you have to work for it. It's not going to come overnight. No one's an overnight success, and that's okay. Don't expect it. I've been doing this for 7-8 years. I'm considered a lead makeup artist in the area. However, we all suffer from imposter syndrome at every step of our career. Yeah. That's the name of the game. It's the ability to push through it and keep going despite it, despite the no's, despite the failures, learning how to overcome them. That's where you're going to come out the top of the game.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever thought about quitting?
When I was in the certification program, yes, absolutely.
Why is that? Like, why?
I was stressed. I wasn't the best in the class. I was 31. I was the same age as the professor, or not the professor, but the instructor.
Yeah.
So I was so late in the game, and I'm going to the certification program with a bunch of like 19 and 20-year-olds. I was late in the game. However, I had worked other jobs in the past where it gave me the, more business-minded, more customer service. Like, I knew how I wanted to show up as a company, as Beauty with Sarah May. Like, this is not just makeup artistry. Like, this is a service that's going to make sure my clients are well taken care of. Like, that was something that I had an edge on that, even if I wasn't the best in the class, that part was going to grow.
Mm-hmm. So how did you overcome, like, being the oldest one in the makeup school and, wanting to quit, but you didn't?
How did I overcome
Like, why'd you keep
that?
going?
I'm not a quitter, even
Okay,
though I wanted
love
to.
that.
I'm not a quitter, even though I wanted to. I've definitely thought about it, but I had already invested, and I knew that this is something that I just needed to look at the long term. Like, you're not going to get immediate results, and I was being impatient with myself. I was being impatient and unrealistic with some of the standards I had put on myself. No one expected me to be the best in the class.
Yeah.
And I had to be okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're the best now?
I'm the best right here on Cajon Street in Redlands, California.
We love that. We love that. And
Best in the IE.
yeah, I think you are the best. What's the most amount of money you made from a single job?
Maybe 2,000. Like, it was. So a lot of my bigger jobs that are higher paying out, usually I'm working with another artist, so I do make a little bit off of that artist as well. So that would be with wedding parties. So usually, like, there will be 10 people. We'll split it. I am the lead artist that they book with, and with some of my bigger, higher end clientele, I also offer touch-up packages. So I'm able to stay with them as well throughout, like, their first look, through their ceremony, to make sure that they are picture perfect regardless of what may come that day. And no matter how hot it is, no matter how much they cried, they don't have to worry about that. So it is a longer day for me. But yeah, usually it's like a larger party and me staying for a little while for something like that.
Yeah. Did you ever imagine you could make that much money in one day? Or from one job?
I hoped.
Yeah.
Like, I heard it was possible.
Yeah.
So, the sky's the limit.
And then you seen it was possible.
Yes.
What's the most amount of money you think you can make in the next year?
Next year, I would love to make at least 125.
Okay, we're gonna manifest that.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
I'd like to make more than that, but I feel like that's realistic for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. And where can we find you at?
I'm at Beauty with Sarah May. You can find me on Instagram. You could find me at TikTok, on my website, on Google, Yelp. Beauty with Sarah May. It's Sarah with an H, May with an E.
Okay, make sure to follow her, guys. Thank you so much.
I thank you.
So bye.